All right, a little bit of controversy in India. You have this guy, S.N. Subrahmanyan. Okay, his full name is pretty long. Shekaripuram Narayanan Subramanian. Just imagine if your wife is making love to you and she wants to say your full name, and she's like, instead of saying, "Hey babes, hey babes, you're driving me wild, or you're making me whatever wet or whatever," and then the guy says, say my name," and then she says, "Shekaripuram Narayanan Subramanian." Oh, goodness. Anyway, a shorter name, the better. Uh, you can call him SNS, Mr. SNS, which is much better. So, anyway, he's in a little bit of controversy, at least in the news. Born 16th of March 1960, is an Indian businessman who is currently serving as the chairman and managing director of Larsen and Toubro, an Indian multinational company. Okay. Now, before I do share with you my thoughts about him and his company, I will give you a small admission, which I think is very important. I don't have a very good opinion about this company, L&T. I don't have very high opinion of how it trains its employees and the quality of people they employ. Now, this is not, if you're an employee of L&T, this is not me putting you down. I'm giving you my experience based in Dubai. Some of L&T's, this is during the days I used to work in a switchgear company, Quick Electric. Like whenever we used to bid for a job, or the company, the main contractor will ask you, okay, give us the components, list of approved components. There would be Schneider Electric, there would be ABB, there would be Siemens, okay, there would be GE, and yes, there would be L&T. Now, and we used to go for these meetings with the contractor and consultant. And, when you'd meet ABB, the executives, they were slightly professional. They were like mostly Europeans or Arab, Lebanese, those days. I'm talking of nearly 17, 18 years ago, Lebanese or, educated abroad. And Schneider, ABB had Indians wannabe whites, okay, with white passport putting on their accent. That was the culture those days. Schneider Electric was Indians educated abroad, but without the accent, but they were classy guys. Okay. Then you had Siemens, which were slightly Indianish with the local Arabs. Maybe their salaries were not that great. And then right at the bottom of the ladder, you had L&T. And GE had the local Arab population, mostly Arabs, educated ones, few whites. But then, like I said, the bottom of the barrel was L&T. And why do I say that? I don't say it out of insult. Remember, I'm an Indian passport holder myself. The L&T staff that would come, the representative, all had this smell of, like, this guy came from India, and they would have the tikka, and they would have, like, you just feel like, am I visiting India? Like, did I go to India for a business trip and all these Indian guys are coming? And very Indianish, very Indian accent, very Indian background. And most of them were new recruits from India. So you knew that they didn't settle into the Dubai air or Dubai culture. And we used to always have our jokes about it, even though we were Indians. I know, we Indians like to joke about Indians. So I never had a very good opinion about India. And it was a known fact with consultants and with contractors. The cheapest material, the cheapest quote that you can give is if you had L&T, components. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm telling you, where Dubai was concerned 18 or 20 years ago, L&T never had a good reputation. L&T didn't have a good, like, if you say I'm from L&T, it was like, that kind of thing. Like someone saying, I'm from, I'm from Gucci, or I'm from, let's say, Christian Dior. You're like, whoa, I'm from Bugatti, I'm from Rolls Royce. You have that. But when you say L&T, it was more like, not even Toyota. I represent Padmini or Ambassador car. You can Google search this. Okay. So right off the bat, what I'm trying to say is L&T didn't have a very good reputation, didn't have a very good image, and was not something that you'd be proud of to associate with. That is why even when we did projects, we refused to take L&T. It was the bottom of the barrel kind of quality. Okay. So now Mr. SNS, okay, he lately had a kind of video which went viral. And I'll just give the summary that I've taken. A New Year's address showed Subrahmanyan lamenting not being able to make employees work on Sundays, adding that it would make him happier as he works on Sunday himself. Okay. What's his salary, by the way? His salary is $7 million US, around $7 million US, around 6 to 7 million in 2025 USD. Yeah? So that means per month, this little sausage is getting half a million US per month. I'm pretty sure if you would get $500,000 US per month, you wouldn't mind working on Sundays. You wouldn't mind working 24 hours a day. I mean, just imagine $500,000. Let me just tell you. Okay. I'm just giving you 1 second. Huh? I'll tell you per day how much he earns. So, how much is this per day and per 8 hours work per hour? Okay. So, I'm just checking it out. So approximately the guy is earning 2,133 US dollars if you're taking an 8-hour work week. Okay, per hour, the guy is earning 2,100 or 2,200 US dollars. So if you and I were earning in India 2,200 US dollars per hour, I mean, who the fuck doesn't want to work 10 hours, 20 hours a day? Like, just imagine, if you work 1 hour a day, you make 2,200. You work 2 hours, nearly 5,000. It's like, suppose we take 2,500. So you work 4 hours, you make 10,000 US dollars. So if that is the kind of money you're making, who would not like to work? I would like to work. You would like to work. Everybody would like to work. We would all become multi-billionaires. And he's making per day, just imagine, per day, 17,000 US dollars. That means 1 day in the office, I have 17,000 US dollars in the bank. So when you earn that kind of money, of course you should work on a Sunday. Why not work on a Sunday? Work on bloody Christmas, Diwali, New Year. In fact, it would be a curse. Oh, Diwali is coming. What a curse, man. I'm losing $17,000 per day of Diwali. Oh, Christmas is coming. Oh, what a curse, man. Because of Jesus Christ being born, I'm losing, 17,000 US dollars. What a loss. New Year, it's a curse. I'm sitting at home and resting. I lost $17,000. So he's absolutely right. If you get that kind of money, you should work on a Sunday, man. And he's so happy working on a Sunday. Of course, $17,000 US. Then he questioned, how long can how long can you stare at your wife? What are you going to do? Look at your wife, look at her cooking. Maybe she has a sexy ass. Maybe she has a nice body. Maybe she has good boobies. When she's cooking, and when she's cooking, like Pornhub, she is like, dig, 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 dig. She's doing, all that. So, when you see those boobies and all that, but then 17,000 US or these boobies. Hey man, you $1,000, you will have one female under the table when you are typing and doing the work, and she will blow you out. If you don't understand what I mean, just go to Pornhub and have a look at it. So, of course, I totally agree with Mr. SNS. If you get $17,000 per day, why you want to stare at your wife's booty? And by the way, most of the, don't be angry with me when I tell you this, Indian women, because of their DNA, because of their genetics, after they get married, these very slim girls, not all, majority, become like, tire. There's one tire here. The bum becomes so big. The boobs become boing. Then hairy all over and sweating. Go to Air India. Check the air hostess, sweaty armpits, nice sweaty, patch of wetness. Namaste. And she will put 1 kilo powder. Like, namaste, namaste, like, Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars. Google search. So who wants to see such a better than that? Pay $1,000. You might get a female that looks like what is that? Female who stars Anupam, or something, porny guy, or some Indian actress. I don't know who's the biggest Indian actress today. You can get one of them, sit under the table and blow you out every time you want. So I agree with SNS. The video sparked backlash with his wife, Meena Subrahmanyan. Meena ji, I don't know who you are, but I will respect you because you're his wife. Just as I want someone to respect my wife, I respect you. I don't know who you are. Let me just Google search so I can see your face, so I know who I'm talking about. Meena Subramaniam. She looks like a nice lady. I'm not going to say anything bad. I respect, like, auntie. I think she's my age. What is this? I think she is kind of my age. So, not auntie, means namaste. Namaste. I'm giving you respect. Okay. Let me focus on your husband. Okay. Mr. SNS. Okay. So, this sausage, what did he say? He said, you work long hours. Fine. Now, you must be saying to yourself, why, aren't you a hypocrite? You had that video that you support Narayan Murthy 70 hours. This guy saying 20 more hours. Why you're not supporting him? I'll answer that also. See, there's a law of diminishing returns. Okay? There's a law of diminishing returns that comes into play. Let's say if I wake up in the morning, I work 1 hour. Very productive. 2 hours, still good. 3 hours, still good. 4 hours, 5 hours. And then once it goes to the peak, then slowly we start declining. Because remember, we are not machines. We are not computers. We are not like the AI, Even computers get hot after some time. So, our energy levels are up, and then it goes, coffee. And then slowly, when afternoon comes, it goes a little down. And then nighttime, we need to recharge. Okay. So there's law of diminishing returns. That's number one. The second thing is, if you're working for your own brand, like for example, me, I'm working for Machedo. I'm working for Machedo. So there is a certain joy that comes because I know if I work hard, I'll make more money for my brand. If I work less, I'll earn less money. And because I enjoy freedom, I can work whenever I like, sleep whenever I like, wake up whenever I like. And I can do whatever I like. There's a certain joy that comes in doing the work. But now, if I was an employee, I was working for somebody else, like you are working for somebody else, you're not working for your brand. You can't put your ideas, you can't put your creativity. You have to get up in the morning, drink your coffee, go 1 hour, 2 hour in traffic jam, and then you're already tired and exhausted. And then you sit in the office and mentally whether you work 8 hours or you work 12 hours, or you work 16 hours, or you spend the whole day in the office, the salary remains the same. And the salary that they offer you in India, especially for the starting and middle management, is peanuts. It's peanuts that you throw to the monkey, and the monkey himself will look at the peanuts and say, take this fucking peanuts back to you, you fucking stingy piece of shit. Okay, because they don't want this cheap shit, what do you call that? Um, क्या बोलते हैं? They don't want monkey peanuts. Okay, what they want is give me, like, if you were to pay me per hour, mashallah, mashallah. See, I become Muslim also. You pay me per hour, mashallah. But if I work 8 hours, or I work 12 hours, or 16 hours, 24 hours, my pay is the same, then what is the incentive for me to work, man? Tell me. I'm asking a simple question. Okay, this guy gets $17,000 per day, $17,000. That's big shit money. But if you get 17,000 rupees, not per day, per month, and in fact, even your burger, even your masala dosa, even your chai, even your tea, even your coffee is more expensive than the salary you give me, then why should I bloody work? In fact, giving my clothes to the laundry itself, or paying the taxi to travel all the way to the office, that itself is more expensive than the salary you give me. Why to work? And on top of that, I'm not working for my brand. I'm working for you. I'm making you rich. You pay me, say, 20,000 rupees per month. But because of me, you get 200,000 rupees, 2 lakhs per month. You get 10 times more. So what is my incentive? Sheesh, man, I'm getting peanuts. And last and not the least, the worst part is I don't have the freedom. I have to take your shit. I have to take the abuse from the boss. I have to get insulted by the boss. I have to get insulted by the clients. I have to get insulted by in the meetings. Oh, he's smarter than you. He's better than you. You piece of shit. And where is the glory? Where is the glory, Mr. SNS? Where is the glory? Okay. Now, here's another problem. In India, okay, you don't get paid very good salaries. Okay. There is so much of stress just traveling to office. There's so much of stress in the office. Whether you work 8 hours, whether you work 12 hours, same salary. Salary is also not good. On top of that, you have inflation. On top of that, you have taxes. On top of that, you have the disrespect from the boss. The boss will go on time and he tells you to sit and work. Can you tell me why should someone work more? Oh, work for, like, Chinese work for China, Indians should work for India. For why? Why? Work for India, why? What is India giving me? Is a mentality our Indians have. I will give you not 8 hours, I'll give you 20 hours a day for India, for Bharat, for Prime Minister Modi ji. Okay. For what is his full name? Let me tell you again. Shekhari Puram Narayanan Subrahmanyan, who earns 17,000 US dollars per day. And because of our hard work, he will get annual bonus, which will be $1 million, while I'll get nothing, while he'll be happy, while he'll get corporate shares, while he has enough money, not only for him, for his children, for his grandchildren. plus villa, mansion, plus property, plus he travels first class, plus he has 7 course Michelin food, plus he has the money to buy the latest gadgets. His children can study in the creme de la creme colleges. He lives like a king. He has a Bugatti, a Rolls Royce, that capacity he has. So, because of my hard work, our hard work, what do I get? Prasad, like laddu, one sweet. What do I get? Certificate, one piece of paper. I'll show you one piece of paper. Certificate of appreciation for hard work. Instead of 8 hours, he works 16 hours, same salary. Paper, I'll show my mummy. Mummy, beta, where's the money? No, they give me a certificate for my future. What, Mr. Subrahmanyan, sir? So then we have his salary, which he enjoys at 17,000. And then the disrespect. Why you want to sit in your house? How much you'll see your wife? How much you'll see your wife? Subramaniam, sir, if you don't want to see your wife, that doesn't mean everyone doesn't want to see their wife. And I'm sorry that I'm dragging your wife into this, but you bought that wife topic. See, my message to Sir Shekari Puram Narayanan Subrahmanyan. Sir, for most of the Indians, no, life is not just about working like a slave for peanuts, for the same salary. For many Indians, they get a certain degree of joy and happiness when they go home and see their wife, when they go home and see their children, when they go home and see their mother, father, or they just go home to take off all the sweaty clothes, all the dust, all the pressure, have a nice cold shower, just sit on their chair, just for a few minutes, just sit down and maybe wife, just please press my head, please press my leg, I'm stressed out. And then they'll take one newspaper and just switch off for some time. And then their son or daughter will come, Papa, Papa, Mama, Mama. And they will say, oh, what did you study in school? So they'll just switch off. They'll be happy with the family. And then wife will cook some little food, homemade food, not that sandwich, not that Starbucks or duplicate Starbucks or that, that guy who was that Dolly Chai Wala, not that chai, something from food where they eat with chapati and a little bit of curry, and they feel little happy talking with the family. He's not sexually looking at his wife, look at her boobs, her bum. No, he's just my family, my mother, father, my wife, my children. And after he eats all that, he sits in his sofa and just reflects on life and watches with his small TV some maybe Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi or some shitty serial soap opera. Or maybe if he has Netflix or something, he'll watch until his eyes are about to shut down and he knows, I need to sleep now because I need to wake up in the morning, go through the same grind, make that coffee, get stuck in traffic, go to the office, sit at that same cubicle, and once again get the boss who'll give me shit, client who'll give me shit, work pressure, and my salary is the same. They'll give me promises. One day we'll give promotion. Nothing happens. So then that is the joy they get here for working 8 hours a day, which they don't work 8 hours, they work more. But still you want more. Then why don't you give them per hour? Why don't you give them overtime? No, you have to do this. Chinese are doing for China. Indians have to do for India. Boss, Baba, you got millions of dollars in the bank. If you were paid their salary, you wouldn't do this. So stop, measuring your sausage contest. See, my sausage is so big. Yeah, your sausage is so big because they give you the nutrition to make that sausage big. These poor fellows have malnutrition. I hate double standards. I hate people who enjoy, like, they enjoy the creme de la creme, the life up there. Like I told you, if you would pay your employees $20,000 per day, or overtime of, let's say, $100 an hour or $200 an hour, I'm very sure there would be many people ready to work. But you want them to work for free in the name of sacrifice and patriotism, with an unfair pay scale, unfair. Yes, CEOs do a lot more than an ordinary guy. But what you're asking for is slavery. The only difference between Narayan Murthy and you, Narayan Murthy built a brand from scratch and he showed it with his hard work, building from scratch. You were given, you didn't create L&T. You're put as an employee there. So stop trying to get some free publicity and show yourself larger than life and lecturing people who you're exploiting. Like I said, in Dubai, we knew for a fact that these L&T guys were underpaid, exploited, and the bottom of the barrel. It's all you. So, hypocrisy at its finest. And I have absolutely no respect for someone who practices double standards. What I suggest is, number one, you show by working 90 or 100 hours a week for the salary you pay these people. Then it's fair. And what you can do is, your salary that you get, distribute it to all of them to incentivize them to work. Then fine. Then up mahane. But you're giving them peanuts. As it is, 8 hours, what you're paying them is not enough. And now you want them to stay whole day. Who will take care of water, electricity, food, their clothes? You're offering all this for free. And what about a life? To see their children grow, to spend time with their wife, and just because you don't want to see your spouse doesn't mean others don't want to see their spouse and children. No? I'm not trying to give a personal attack, but, like, for example, I'm obsessed about my brand. It justifies because I'm earning for me the millions of dollars or whatever for me. But you are making them work for, say, 20,000 rupees while they give you an output of 2 lakhs or 200,000, 10 times more. And then you're lecturing people. Shame on you, boy. Anyway, I guess enough and more people are trolling you, from the Harsh Goenka RPG Enterprise, Harsh Mariwala, Marico Limited, Rajiv Bajaj. All these guys are busy bashing you up, which I think you deserve. Deepika Padukone, that actress, and even I think Mahindra, you deserve all the shit that you're getting. Anyway, this is my thought. These are my thoughts. Let me know, what do you think? Do you think this guy is wrong? Do you think this guy is right? Like I said, if you're working for yourself, if all the profit is for you, if you're working for your brand, if you have total freedom and you get paid per hour, no issues. But if you're paying peanuts, exploiting your workers, giving them substandard conditions, and for 8 hours as it is not enough, and now you want not just double, you want triple. It's like you want slaves, yeah? There are these factories in China where the females have to wear pampers. So you shit and piss in those pampers. That is the kind of, I think, workers you want. Anyway, I have no respect for individuals like you. And this is my opinion. To all those who are watching the video, good, bad, ugly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.